Hi guys, welcome to the Wellness Collective's free yoga on Saturday. My name is Sam and I'm the Vinyasa yoga instructor there. And today we're going to be going through a nice easy flow that's really just designed to kind of increase your flexibility, connect with your body, and give you some energy. Yoga is really good for relaxing and calming down, of course, but it's also really good when you need a little pick-me-up and you need to just jumpstart your day a little bit. And really connecting with yourself, that's the biggest thing that gives you that energy to get through the day, is getting that connection and just listening to your body, honoring your body, what you need today. You know, maybe you don't need to move through everything super fast. Maybe you just need to slow it down a little bit, and that's okay. The most important part is making your practice yourself. And everything I offer is just just a suggestion, but having a regular yoga practice really does make a difference overall in your energy levels over time. It makes a difference in how you feel, your anxiety, your depression. And so even just a few minutes each day in the morning, just a 10-15 minutes of stretching even, can really help prepare you to take on the day and help prepare you to look at the challenges differently. Yoga teaches us so much about, you know, not only our body, our physical body, but like how we can apply these theories on and off the mat. And one of the best things about yoga that I love is that it really teaches you to not just run away from things, and not just run away from your pain, and not just run away from whatever crazy thoughts you're having, but it really teaches us to open up and listen to those things and honor those things and sit with them. Because at the end of the day, that's what everybody and everything wants, is just to be heard, to feel seen, to feel supported. And sometimes the best thing that we can do when we're going through a tough situation or when we're struggling with something is just to sit back and be quiet and just listen. And sometimes we can hear guidance from our spirit guides, from the universe, from whatever, our intuition, you know, and sometimes we just need a minute to take a breath. And yoga teaches us that it's okay, because everything is temporary. And even this moment, no matter how bad it may seem, how good it may seem, it's all temporary. And if you can sit through it, if you can breathe through it for a few minutes, then you can really get through anything. So again, having a regular yoga practice is something that has really transformed the way that I deal with things, the way I process things in my day-to-day life. And I think it's really good for anybody if you're looking to start a practice, if you're curious about it. You know, they always say that one of my favorite sayings, like, I bend so I don't break. And that's really what yoga teaches us. It teaches us to be flexible, to be adaptable, because we can't control everything that goes on around us. All we control is how we are inside and our inner world and our inner peace. And if we can control that and we can have calm and, you know, be okay with that, then it doesn't matter what else is going on. So with that, the quick little intro, I'm going to go over to my mat. Give me 1 second. We're just going to get started in a nice, easy sitting position. Okay, so again, we're just sitting in our nice cross-legged, easy position. And just, we're going to take a few breaths and just center yourself. And try and set an intention for today, whether that's to connect with yourself more, whether that's to feel more energized, whether that's to increase your flexibility, to both physically and mentally and emotionally, your adaptability, whatever you feel that you need today. Just take a few minutes and just a few deep breaths and set that intention, honor that intention. As you inhale, you can raise your arms up. And as you exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, hands down through heart center. And bring your left hand down to the side. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, we're just going to stretch over, just starting with some lateral stretches, waking up your side body. Breathing into that side body. Inhale, you feel it expand. Exhale, you feel it contract. Inhale, lift back up through center. Exhale, bring the right hand down to the mat. Left hand reaches up and over. Keeping your sit bones on the mat. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee, your left hand behind you. And just whisk, looking over your left shoulder. Keeping your spine straight and your chest lifted. Just waking up the spine right now. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you, and twist. Inhale, back to center. We're going to put our hands behind us, our fingertips facing forward. And inhale. And on your exhale, we're just going to push our hips forward. And a slight back bend. You can let your head hang. Just opening up your hips a little bit, stretching your shoulders. Release. Now we're just going to do some seated torso circles, putting your hands on your knees, your chest down to your left knee. Inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you come back. Go as slow or as fast as feels good for you. Go to the other side. And back to neutral. Now, open your arms out to the side. Bring your right arm across your chest. Hook it with your left elbow, just stretching that deltoid. And here we're just going to lift that right arm up, wrap around into our eagle arms, stretching the shoulders a little bit deeper. You can bring your thumbs up to your third eye. Just breathing here. And release. We're going to bring the left arm across with the right arm, stretching that deltoid muscle. Lifting that left arm up into our eagle arms. Bringing your thumbs to your third eye. Connect with your intuition. Release. Instead of releasing your hands all the way down, just wrap them across your chest, kind of hug yourself. Reaching your hands for your back. Just breathing. Release. Now we're going to bring the soles of our feet together in our butterfly position. You can have your feet as far away or as close to your body as feels good. If you have some blocks, you can always use some blocks underneath to help you too. And just inhale, lift your chest up. If it feels good for you to fold over, slowly walk your hands down. Starting to open up those hip flexors. Now we're going to come over onto our knee. Just sit back into our child's pose with our hands reaching forward towards the top of our mat. Sinking your hips towards your heels. Inhale, we're going to push our hips forward, coming into our Cobra. Just lifting the chest back, and up, rolling your shoulders back. Then round into our cat pose. We're going to tuck our tail around our shoulders, bring our navel to our spine, and push back into child's pose. One more time, bring your hips forward into Cobra, looking up, rolling your shoulders back. And round your shoulders, bring your navel to your spine, tuck your tailbone, cat. And push back to your child. You can release your hands behind your back and lift your fists towards the ceiling. Give your shoulders a bit of a stretch. For a little bit more, we're just going to come up on our knees, reaching your fists towards your mat, giving the shoulders a little bit more of a stretch. And release into our tabletop position. And now we're just going to do just a couple cat-cows just to wake it up a little bit more. So inhale, look up. Bring your belly button to your mat, your chest up, your shoulders back. Exhale, round. Navel to your spine, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. And when you're ready, just come to neutral. Now lift that right leg out, back straight behind you. That left arm straight in front of you. Bend that right knee, reach that left arm around and grab onto your right ankle. Kicking the right foot up. Stretching that right hip flexor. Keeping your gaze forward at the top of your mat on a dishty point. And release, but don't let it fall down to the ground, just release it back. And bring the left arm out to the side, the right leg out to the right. And lift up into our gate pose. Your left arm up. As you exhale, reach it over towards the right foot. The right foot is flexed. Lift back up. Bring that left hand down to the mat. Reach that right arm up and over. You want to lift that right leg up in our modified half moon. Can bend that right knee in our modified sugar cane pose. And release. Back down to our tabletop. We're going to do the other side. So inhale, lift that left leg out. That right arm out in front of you. Taking a breath. Bend that left leg, reach that right arm around, and kick that left leg up. Again, trying to keep your hips square, your gaze focused in front of you. And release. Bring the left leg over to the left, right arm over to the right. Lift it up, flexing that left foot. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, reach it forward towards that left foot. Lift back up, bring the right hand down to the floor, push that left arm up and over, and lift that left leg, our half moon modification. Bending that left leg, our modified sugar cane. And release, coming back into our tabletop. Now step 1 foot at a time out to our plank position. So shoulders above our wrists. And as we exhale, down to chaturanga. Inhale, lift to upward dog. Exhale, tuck your toes to your first down dog. You can have your knees a little bent if that feels good for you. You want to walk it out, bending one leg, and then the other. Just waking up the hamstrings, glutes. And then slowly just walk your feet towards your hands. Coming into our first forward fold. And you can grab the back of your calves, your ankles. Just pull yourself in a little bit closer. Just build up some energy. We're just going to start with some sun salutation. So inhale, reach your arms up, look up, bring your fingers together, just like back bend. So you exhale, guide the breath down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, set that left foot back, coming down into your low lunge, your arms up. Exhale, step back to your plank. Upward dog. And your downward dog. And step the right foot forward into the low lunge on the other side. And release back to your standing forward lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up. Slight back bend. Exhale, open your arms into cactus. Just opening your chest a little bit, letting the air really flow through you. Next, exhale, bring your hands together and release them over your head. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, stretch over to the left. Getting that side body stretch again. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, fold down to your standing forward fold. Just gonna get this water real quick. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step out to your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lift that right leg up to your three-legged dog. Keeping your hips square. And the left foot on the mat. And just bend that right knee. Try and bring it close towards your head. You can even push yourself forward a little bit. And then step it through between your hands. Lift up into your high lunge. If it feels good, you want to go a little bit deeper, reaching your hands back a little bit farther. And then interlace. So you're going to cross your right arm under your left, coming into eagle arms, that side. Bringing your thumbs up to your third eye again. Inhaling as we look up. Exhaling, bringing your elbows towards your knee. Inhaling, up. Exhaling, elbows towards your knee. Inhale, up. Exhale towards your knee. Inhale, up. And on your next exhale, we're going to bring this left foot forward and come into our warrior three with eagle arms. If you can lift your back leg off the mat, it's awesome. If you want to just work on balancing, bringing it up slightly, that's great too. Eventually you want to see if you can come into a T formation. And now without bringing that leg down, so you can lift it up into your chest with our eagle arms. Wrapping the left leg around the right into our full eagle position. Sinking down as far as feels good. Taking a few breaths. Inhaling that leg back into your chest. Exhale. Step it back into a lunge. And straighten that front right leg. You can release your arms. Grab opposite elbows if you want. Inhaling, lift the chest up. Exhale, fold over into our pyramid pose. You can also bring your hands down at your side or use blocks at the side if that feels good for you also. Just want to keep your spine straight. We're just folding from the waist over our right leg. And inhaling, bending that right knee again, bringing our hands overhead, lowering the left knee down to the mat, coming into our low lunge. And now if you want to bring that right hand behind you, the left hand in front of you, for a reverse low lunge. Bring that right hand by the left leg, left arm lifting up. Back through center. I'm going to bend that left knee. Just bring it in closer to your glutes. Keeping your hips square. Getting a good quad stretch. You can deepen into that right knee also if that feels good. And release. And we're going to straighten that front right leg, coming into our half splits. So our hips stay over our knee. We're folding with our chest lifted, our spine straight over that right straight leg. And inhale, back to our low lunge. Exhale, straighten for your half splits. Again, you can also use blocks when doing these. That makes it a little bit more comfortable sometimes. Gives you a little bit better chance to keep your spine straight and your chest lifted. Just listen to your body. Whatever you need. Just try and stretch a little bit farther each time you come into your half split. And inhale, back to our low lunge again. You can tuck those back left toes and slowly inch that right foot over to the right edge of your mat. Just kind of come onto the outer edge of that right foot, coming down to our forearms, into our lizard pose. You can bring that left knee down to the mat also. Just let that right hip open up to the side. It feels good to come all the way down to your mat. And coming up onto the left palm, reach the right hand behind you and grab that left foot for a twisted lizard fold. And release. Moving that right foot back to the center of your mat, framing your foot with your hands, tucking the back toes, and stepping back into your plank position. Inhale as we exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, our upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now we're going to do the other side. So lift that left leg up into your three-legged dog. And bend that knee towards your head as you push yourself forward. And a slight arch in the back. And step it through between your hands, coming into our high lunge. Hands overhead. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, reach your hands back towards the back of your mat. And reaching the left arm underneath the right, coming into our eagle arms. Bringing your thumbs up to your third eye. Inhaling to look up. Exhaling. Bring your elbows towards your knee. Inhaling, look up. Exhaling, elbows towards your knee. Inhaling, up. Exhale, coming into our warrior three with eagle arms. Oops. It's okay if you fall out. One leg is better than the other sometimes. Just come back in whenever you can. And now bringing that right knee into your chest. And then wrapping it around the left, coming into our eagle pose on the other side. Again, sinking down as far as feels good. Breathing. Focusing on that drishti point. Just allowing yourself to breathe through the discomfort. And release the right leg into your chest. And step it back behind you again. Straightening that left foot. Releasing your arms. You can grab opposite elbows if you want. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold over to our pyramid pose. You could always adjust your legs if you want them a little bit farther apart or a little bit closer together. Whatever feels good for you. And release, bending that left knee again, coming back into our high lunge. Bring that right knee down to the mat in our low lunge. Now reaching that left arm behind you, the right arm forward. A revolved low lunge. Reach the left hand for the lower right thigh. Reach the right arm up and over. Now release back to center. Bend that right knee. See if you can hold on to it. You can put one left hand on your left knee. You can just grab it with your right hand. Or if you want to use both hands, try and pull it in a little bit closer. Oops. And release. Now we're going to come into our half splits. So straighten that left leg and flex that left foot. We lift up and over the left leg. Inhale, back to your low lunge. Pushing that left hip back, that right hip forward. And straighten that left leg one more time. Again, you can always use blocks to help give you a little bit more balance or a little bit more stability in your half splits. And release back to your low lunge. Tuck the right toes. Slowly inch the left foot over to the left edge of your mat. Let it fall open. You come down into a lizard pose. Bring that left hip open up to the left. And bring that right knee down to the mat. You can use your left arm. Kind of push that left hip open a little bit more if that feels good for you. And come up onto your right hand, bending that left knee. So you reach to pull it towards your glutes in a twisted lizard. The left hip is open towards the left. Right's open towards the right. Release. Bringing that left foot back through center. Tucking the right toes. Stepping back to our plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And we're gonna just come over down onto our knees. Ready for our camel position. So just gonna bring our hands to the small of our back. If this feels good, just slowly push your hips forward. So you try and reach back. Now we're gonna bring the left hand down to the left knee. Bring that right foot out. Reach that right arm back behind you. You want to stretch, bring that right hand down to the left heel, reach that left arm behind you, pushing the hips forward. Release back up. And now we're going to bring the right hand down to the right foot, right heel. That left foot out, reach that left arm up and over. Bring the left hand down to the right heel, the right arm up and over. And back to center. And if you also want to use some blocks for your camel, just put them right next to your heels and reach for the blocks instead of your heels. You can also have them up like that. So it's a little bit more accessible if that hurts your back in any way. So we're going to reach our right hand down for our right heel, our left hand down for our left heel, push our hips forward. Your head hang and just take a few breaths. And release back up, pushing your glutes back towards your heels, reaching your hands towards the front of your mat, your child's pose. Just to kind of counteract the action of the camel pose. And from here, we're just going to tuck our toes, push your hands on the mat, and push yourself up to your down dog. So inhale that right leg up. You can bend the knee, stack your hip. So we're opening that right hip flexor again. Just breathe into that area. And as you exhale, we're going to bring that right leg through underneath, coming into our star side plank. Looking up at our left hands, pushing our hips up. And bring that left hand back down to the mat. Reach that right foot up again. And step it through into our high lunge. Inhale. Bring your arms open to cactus. Exhale. Bring your hands together over top. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, together. Inhale, sinking a little bit deeper into those hips a little each time. And exhale. And inhale. Now bring that left foot down, coming into our warrior one. So our right foot facing the top of our mat, our right knee over our right ankle. Back foot is at like a 35, 45 degree angle, whatever feels comfortable for you. Just trying to get your hips towards the top of your mat. Interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold down, bring the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. Inhale, back up. Exhale, open up to our warrior two. So that back left foot, it's gonna come almost parallel with the back of your mat. The front foot stays the same. Looking over your right fingertips. Inhale, reach that right arm up and back. The left arm can kind of come around. Grab that right leg if you want for a reverse warrior. And exhale, bring that right hand towards the inside of the right leg, the left arm up and over in our extended side angle. You want to try and bind, bring that left arm behind you, the right arm underneath, and just try and grab like that. Keeping your chest open, your hips open. And mill back into your warrior two. Straighten that front leg, bring the left hand down the left leg in a reverse triangle. Bring our right arm up. And exhale back through center. Now bring the right hand down to the inside of the right foot. Put our left hand up in our triangle pose, trying to fit between two panes of glass. So our hips are open, our chest is open. Lift back up. Now turn your feet so they're facing the same way. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Bringing your hands. And leaving your left hand on the floor. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Just stretching that left side a little bit more. Bring that right hand down to the mat. Reach the left arm up. And bring both hands down. And if it feels good, if you want to try and play with your hands down a little, your tripod headstand, just bring your hand, frame your head, and you can bend your knees on top of your elbows. Just hang there if that feels good. We'll have another, let's come back to this, but just to start to play with a little bit. And release that. And lift it up. Step forward to the top of your mat. We're going to do the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step out to your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Rolling your shoulders back. Exhale, tuck your toes into your down dog. To the other side. Inhale that left leg up. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Just opening, letting gravity open that hip a little bit more. And it's your next exhale, bring it through underneath into our side star plank. Looking up your right fingertips, lifting your hips up. Right hand back down to your mat. Your left leg back up. And step it through between your hands. Coming into our high lunge. Hands overhead. Inhale. Open your arms to cactus. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Bring your hands together. You can adjust your legs if you need to. Inhale, bending. Exhale, bring your hands together. Inhale, open up to cactus. Exhale, bring your hands together. Inhale, back into your high lunge. And now bring that back right foot down a 35, 45 degree angle. Whatever feels good for you. Trying to get those hips towards the front of your mat. In our warrior one. The right knee's over the right ankle. Interlace your hands behind your back. Lift your chest up. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the left shoulder towards the inside of the left knee. Reaching the hips, the fist towards the ceiling. And inhale back up to your warrior one. Exhale, swing that right foot almost parallel with back your mat. Open into your warrior two. Inhale, reach that left arm up and over in a reverse warrior. Bring that right hand either down the right leg or behind your back. Feels good. Stretching into that side body. They'll bring the left hand down by the left foot. The right arm up and over. And if you want to bind, you can reach that right arm behind, that left arm underneath. And just breathing into anywhere that you feel discomfort. And release back to your warrior two. Straighten that front left leg to the right hand down that right leg. The left arm comes up in a reverse triangle. And back up, bring the left hand down beside the left foot, reaching that right arm up, looking up. And back up. Now turn your feet so they're facing the same side of your mat. Put your hands on your hips. Inhale your chest up. Exhale, fold down. Just gonna turn because it's a weird angle. Again, if you want to play with your handstand, or with your headstand, you can do that. If you just want to stay in your forward fold, that's fine also.
I can't go down all the way.
Yeah, if you can go down all the way, that's okay. Just go as far as feels good. Obviously, you can always use blocks. You want to walk your hands over to the left. Stretch that left leg. Walk your hands over here. Right. And then just step it forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step out to your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And just walk your feet towards your hands. Coming into our forward fold. If your knees are bent, that's fine also. We're gonna inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, just sit back into your chair pose. As far as feels good for you. Doesn't have to be that far down, just want a little bit bend in your leg. Bring your hands to heart center, overhead, whatever feels good. And inhale, release. And bring the right foot up into our tree pose. So you're bringing on the inside of your calf or the inside of your thigh. Your hands overhead at heart center. Focusing on a drishti point to center yourself and find that balance. Without releasing your leg, bring your right knee into your chest. Grab onto the outside of it with your left hand, opening your right arm out to the side for a slight twist. Back to center. If you want, wrap both hands around your foot, and you can just stretch it out as far as feels good. If you can go this far, that's great. You can bend, have a slight micro bend in both legs. If you can stretch it out all the way, that's awesome. If not, it's okay. And release your hands. Slowly lower that down. Make Again, we're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit back into your chair pose. Want your feet about hip distance apart, wherever it feels good for you. Just sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Take another breath here. Exhale, straighten you out. Now bring your left foot to the inside of your calf or your thigh, whatever feels good for your tree pose. And arms overhead. We're at heart center. Focusing on the G point. Without releasing that leg, bring the left knee into your chest. Come onto the outside of the left knee with your right hand. Open up to the left side. Face back through center. Have both hands around your left foot and slowly straighten it out. That feels good for you. As straight as you can get. And release. Slowly lower down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, follow the breath down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step out to your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to your upward dog. Just take a breath there. As you exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips to your down dog. And bend your knees and just jump through to a seated position. Your legs out straight in front of you. Your shoulders over your hips. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Or sitting forward fold. You can also use a strap or a towel or blocks, whatever feels good for you. Just bring your soles of your feet to the mat, your hands behind your thighs. Just slowly lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring your feet in close to your glutes, your hands at your side. I'm just going to do one bridge here. So as you inhale, push your hips up. If you want to interlace your hands underneath your back for a little extra support, just trying to bring your shoulder blades together. Looking behind you so you don't crush your neck. Release. Bringing your knees into your chest. Just rocking side to side. Release both legs down. Bring the right knee into your chest. Grab onto the right big toe or the outside of the right foot. It's for our half happy baby. Your left leg is staying on the mat. The right hip is just opening up a little bit.
Good.
If it feels good to straighten the leg out, you can do that. If not, you can keep it bent. With your knee bent though, grab onto the outside of the right knee and just pull it down towards the left. Your right arm out to the right side, looking over your right fingertips. And release back through center. Now we're going to bring the left leg in for a half happy baby. Just grab the outside of the left foot or the left big toe.
Just kind of work on if it feels good for stillness. Stillness feels good for you to stay still. It feels good to bounce it a little bit. You could do that. It's your practice, whatever feels good for you. And if you want to straighten that leg out, if that feels good, that. And then with the knee bent, I'm going to bring the right hand to the outside of the left knee and bring it down towards the right as our left hand is out. Left, looking over at left fingertips. And coming back through center. Bring both knees into your chest now for your full happy baby. Again, if it feels good for you to rock, you can rock. If not, you can just stay still. And when you're ready, just release both of your legs down to your mat. Bring your left hand on top of your chest and your right hand on top of your belly. Just feel your body start to settle down. As you inhale, feel the breath first come into your lungs, your mouth, your chest, and then your belly. And as you exhale, goes out your belly, chest, your mouth. Inhaling. Exhale, belly, chest, belly. Just focus on the 3-part breath. As your body starts to settle down. And that yoga class, the yoga flow. Just give your body gratitude for showing up today, for being on the mat today, for allowing you to do what you've done. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as feels good for you. Or if you're ready and you want to just bend your knees, coming over to your side, to your fetal position, just slowly pushing yourself up to an easy cross-legged position. Taking one last deep breath in. Exhale. Again, thank your practice. Thank yourself and your body. Namaste. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions or if you want to make yoga more of a regular practice, I can definitely have shorter ones that I can help you out with. 15-20 minute exercises. Whatever feels good for you guys. Any questions, I'm always here. And I hope you enjoyed today's class. Have a good weekend.